Sit.
Mulai ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, and I'm Honorable Sri Alfa as lecturer of linguistic course. Today we are gonna presentation of our group projects with title Science X. Before the first slide, let me introduce our group member. First, Firza Andrian Dhani, Riska Dwi Ani, Fani Nurhasanah, Fitri Sari, and Muhammad Faisal Anwar. For the first slide will be presented by Fani Nurhasanah. Time is yours.
We have now that syntax derived from the Greek word, which has the meaning is arranged together. According to Redford, 1998, the study syntax is the study which is concerned with the way in which words can be combined together to form phrase and sentence, or it's concerned with the formation and interpretation of phrase and sentence. According to Formkind et al. 1990, syntax is part of grammar that concerned with the structure of phrase and sentence. So syntax is a part of grammar. All syntactical rules are also grammar rules. Element of syntax consists of part of sentence, phrase, clause, sentence structure. 1. Part of sentence structure consists of subject, predicate, object, direct object. 2. Phrase. Phrase is a group of words without a subject or predicate. 3. Clause. Clause is a group of words with a subject and verb. 4. Sentence structure. The construction of simple, compound, complex, and compound complex. Type of phrase consists of noun phrase, verb phrase, preposition phrase, adverb phrase, adjective phrase. 1. Noun phrase is a group of words with a noun as its head word. Example like the young man, the show, the old dog, a fish. 2. Verb phrase is a group of words with a verb as head word. Example like she has made her assignment. He will go to meet his friend. 3. Preposition phrase is a group of words begins with a preposition. Example like my mother is cooking in the kitchen. 4. Adverb phrase is a group of words which function like an adverb. Example like he ran very quickly and my boss will come next month. 5. Adjective phrase is a group of words which modifies noun. Example, the music from next door was annoyingly loud. Clause terdiri dari 3, yaitu group of words combined of subject and verb, and it has complete meaning itself, dan terbagi menjadi 2, yaitu dependent clause and independent clause. Dependent clause need any other clause, no complete thought. Independent clause no need any other clause, complete thought. So clause is a group of words containing a subject and a predicate and forming part of a compound or complex sentence. Type of subordinate clause consists of noun clause, adverbial clause, adjective clause. 1. Noun clause is a group of words containing a finite verb and functioning like a noun, like he said he was tired, what she said was not true. And 2. Adjective clause is often called a relative clause, since it usually relates back to noun whose meaning it modifies. Example, the dog which take my fish is an Alsatian. 3. Adverbial clause. The functions like an adverb in giving information about when, where, how, or if an action occur. Example, she got present because she was the best student. Sentence structure. The sentence is a syntactic unit composed of the fundamental constituents of which is usually a clause equipped with conjunction when needed and be accompanied by a final intonation. Sub of Subtype of sentence. Yang pertama itu deklaratif, yang kedua imperatif, yang ketiga interrogatif, dan yang keempat exclamatory.
Subtypes of sentence: declarative sentence, di punya aku gak kelihatan.
Fitri ada kendala.
Di punya aku belum di next itunya, sampai declarative sentence doang.
Di sini udah jalan kok.
Bentar. Di punya aku belum.
Ya udah kalau enggak itu aja, baca dari itu yang di WhatsApp aja.
Nanti ini di-cut.
Kagak.
Seriusan.
Gak apa-apa, namanya juga kendala.
Subtypes of sentence: declarative sentence, sentence that make a statement, provides a fact, offer an explanation, or conveys information. A declarative sentence is the most common types of sentence in the English language. It is written the present tense and usually end with a period. Normally, the subject comes before the verbs. There are two different types of sentence in the declarative forms: a simple declarative sentence and a compound declarative sentence. First, declarative sentence. A simple declarative sentence has a simple sentence structure consisting of a subject and predicate. Example of declarative sentence in the simple form include my dog is sick and it is a nice day. Second, declarative sentence. As a compound declarative sentence joins two related phrases with a comma and a conjunction, such as and yet or but. This phrase can also be united by a semicolon, which is sometimes accompanied by a transition word like besides, however, or therefore. Example of declarative compound sentence include, he wanted to go to the grocery store, but she wanted to go to the bar.
And now let's move on to the imperative sentence. Imperative sentence are sentences that contain element of order, request, or invitation. These sentences usually do not contain a subject and end with an exclamation point. Imperative sentence is used to make command, warning, instruction, advice, and also request. Some rules regarding imperative sentences. Use the bare infinitive or basic form of the verb and the subject does not need to be used. The first, you must use the most basic form of verbs without s or is. Then the imperative sentence can only be used for the second person or the other person you are talking to. Therefore, the subject does not need to be used because the listener will understand who the subject is. For example, imperative sentence have opened the window and turn on the TV. And to soften the connotation, use the please or question tag. Sometimes we can feel uncomfortable when we ask people to do something. Even if the request is very simple, the solution is that you can use please or question tags to make the connotation more polite. For example, if you use please, it will be like this: please don't bring food to the library, or please come in. Question tags are short questions at the end of sentences. How to make a question tag? You just add an auxiliary verb plus a subject. For example, turn on the fan, will you, and close the door, will you. And last but not least, use let's to invite someone. Imperative sentence can also be used to invite someone. To do this, you can use let's followed by the activity. For example, let's go to the beach and let's not go too far away. My battery is almost dead. The function of the imperative sentence are to express a wish or message, to declare an invitation, and also to give advice or instruction.
Interrogative sentence is a type of sentence that asks questions, as opposed to sentence that make statement, deliver a comment, or express exclamation. Interrogative sentences are typically marked by inflection of the subject and predicate. That is, the first verb in the verb phrase appears before the subject. So, type of interrogative sentence. Firstly is yes or no question. These questions are designed to be answered simply with either an affirmative or negative. They start with a verb or helping verb followed by the subject. For example, like, are your shoes on? Did you eat lunch yet? Was the movie enjoyable? Secondly is alternative interrogative. These are or questions that are designed to offer one more choice in the context of the question. They also begin with a verb or helping for. For example, would you like cookies or banana for dessert? Is he mad or just tired? Do you think I should go home or stay a little longer? And the next is indirect question. Whether open-ended or not, interrogative sentence always asks direct question. It should be noted that is different from indirect question, which are declarative sentence that report a question that was asked in another context. Example like he asked if I still want to go to the show. The word if sets up the indirect question that is embedded in this declarative sentence. The purpose of the sentence is to report that he asked something. Is it not to ask question, do you still want to go the show? Secondly is, I was wondering if I could buy you dinner. When you want an answer to a question, it's crucial to ask it directly in your writing or speaking, instead of creating an indirect question like this. While your meaning may still be clear, is it a little rambling and not technically an interrogative sentence?
So I think this is the last sentence of the subtypes, and the last one is exclamatory sentence. exclamatory in function, and let me tell the meaning first. An exclamatory sentence is used to express a sudden emotion. It could be fear, anger, anxiety, admiration, excitement, etc. Then exclamatory in function. It used to express strong emotion and always end with an exclamation mark. Then exclamatory in form. Sentences must begin with what or how, be non-interrogative, and contain a shift in the typical word's order. Next. And then this is some of the example of exclamatory sentence, and the first one is if you want to use what, there's what plus a or an plus adjective plus singular countable noun. So the example of the the example of the sentence is what a wonderful country. And then how. If you want to use how plus adjective or adverb plus subject plus verb. The example of the sentence is how interesting this film is. Next. If you want to use so, there is so plus adjective or adverb. The example is the food was so good. And then such plus a or an plus adjective plus singular countable noun. So the example of the sentence is it's such a beautiful country. Next. So I think this is the last slide, and I'm going to tell about the structure or three diagrams. So there's a sentence, a man has seen the girl. Untuk menjadi sebuah kalimat a man has seen the girl, there's three of sentence. There are from the sentence there are three parts. There is non-parse, auxiliary, and verb parse. When we start from non-parse, there are two part. There is determiner and noun. And the determiner in here in the sentence is a, and the noun is man. And then the auxiliary, there are two parts in the auxiliary. There is tense and also perfect. So tense in here is a is a present, and perfectnya di sini have and end. And then the verb parse, there are two parts in here. There is verb and also non-parse. The part of verb in here is C, and then non-parse in here, there are two parts in non-parse. There is determiner and also noun. So the determiner in here is a the, and the nouns in here is a girl. So it can make a sentence, a man has seen the girl. So thank you. Next.
That's all for our presentation today, and thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.